Yo, what's up? Welcome to the 8th episode of Reroll Podcast. Podcast by gamers, for gamers. I'm your host, Victor Logan, joined here with Miles Clark.
Hello.
Chris Fad.
Yo.
And Michael Winder.
Howdy.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I guess I guess we should just go in our week, just go right into it. We'll start off with Chris real quick.
Yeah, so since last I saw everyone, we've actually all gone to college. We've all gone back to school. So needless to say, my gaming has taken a severe hit.
Really? Mine increased.
Oddly enough, but right now I'm going into like the 4th week, so it's super slowed down. But my first week, when classes are real lame and I don't know, you're kind of getting reacclimated to college and stuff, I actually had a decent amount of time, and in that time I bought and played like most of Fire Emblem, which is Fire Emblem Awakening for the 3DS, which I freaking love, dude. Oh my goodness.
The game is amazing.
I was telling Miles about this. I'm now super excited about all of the characters in Smash from Fire Emblem, which is so crazy because a little bit ago I was super against it.
You're like, there's 8 swordsmen out of 51 characters. We have 8 or 9 technically. So that's
give you so much shit about the Fire Emblem characters. I just don't like playing against them because when I lose, I feel bad. I hate to play them because they have swords and I'm trying to punch them and they're just like, no.
It just sounds like that they're the smarter people. Like, when you show up to a fight, they bring a sword.
That is true.
Freaking Lil Mag brings boxing gloves. It's really cool how Smash manages to reflect their awesome characters in Fire Emblem. The game is so cool. It's also my first Fire Emblem game. So
oh, really? First? I didn't know.
So I really didn't know what to expect at all, and I loved it. And then halfway through, I kind of took a break for it after playing it for about a week straight. And then I made my way back to Kid Icarus Uprising, which now I'm about 3/4 of the way through. It gets a little bit repetitive at times. So
how's your wrist? How's your jack arm?
My hands.
You didn't.
I can only play it for so long. But it's super fun. The plot got bizarre.
Yeah.
That game is just all over the place, but it's interesting because it has a real good feel to it that is pretty rare for a lot of games.
The voice acting is amazing. I love it.
I mean, of course, yeah. If you're not familiar with the game, while you're playing, pretty much all of the characters are gods, so they can kind of talk and heard wherever the hell they want to be. So while you're flying around fighting bad guys, all of like the good guy, like your ally and like the bad guy are just arguing about like their favorite meal. I mean, it's so funny. It's such stupid stuff. I love it. So those games are pretty sweet. It's made me appreciate the 3DS so much.
Really?
Because as someone, the 3DS is right now my favorite freaking console. After going to school where I don't have too much time to play games, I can just pick up the 3DS and play something for like a half an hour.
Yeah, and then you just close it, and then you come back to it later.
Close it, come back to it later. All I have to do is charge it. Don't have to worry about a full setup. Super nice. I absolutely love it. So we're gonna bring this up later. But so when Nintendo announced the new 3DS, I was so excited because now I'm a huge fan and I'm following all the 3DS games. I can't wait for new releases and stuff. Mm-hmm. So I'm super excited about that. Yeah, I really like it.
Like I'm applying to jobs. I need a job so I can get 3DS and get all the games, not just some of them.
So just a couple other things about my week. I tell people about the podcast every now and then. People are always so intrigued about it. It's really cool. No one's been like, "Oh, lame." I was like, "What? You actually?"
I feel like 10 years ago, people would have been like, "Oh, lame," but nowadays, nerd culture is just mainstream.
Well, what they love though is. They're like, oh, what's podcast about? I go, video games, and they're like, so you play video games? And I was like, yeah, you could say that. It's
Oh my god! Last night, the security guard at the front desk to walk into the building, he was like, "You got a nice hat," because I was wearing my Nintendo hat, and he was like, "You got Xbox?" I was like, "I got Xbox." He was like, "You got the Xbox One?" I was like, "I got the Xbox One." I exchanged gamer tags with like some 30-year-old security guard.
Okay,
and we're gonna play
dope.
Destiny together. He's like, "We're playing Destiny together." I was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, we got it."
Yeah, there's security guard in my old dorm, and like when I go there sometimes because they have a place you can eat there. If I visit a friend there, we talk for a bit about games and stuff. He's really nice.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Yeah, so it's cool because I've been noticing a lot more people on campus gaming and whatnot. There's a kid in the radio station I work for, and on his laptop, he has a sticker of the Smash of the Smash. And I went up to him. I was like, "Hey, you play some Smash?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "I really don't, but I know a lot of people that fucking do."
Wait.
I need his Nintendo Network ID. I need to play this, man.
It's funny the way that you worded that. You're like, so.
We need to make him not like Smash. We're gonna beat him that bad. Wait, let me stop it from you two kings. Like what?
So
like,
anyway,
I may be 40, but I can still bust your ass at Smash.
Yeah, right.
Dude's not 40.
So anyway, it's been pretty good. I'm not playing as many video games, but I'm still trying to keep up with it. And I've met a lot of people through the podcast and whatnot, so it's been pretty good.
Right, awesome. I guess we can move on to Miles then if your week's over. Miles, how have you been, buddy?
So I've been pretty good, college and everything, so it's been a while, like Chris said. But everything's going well. I have my setup in my room, which I'm pretty happy about because I was worried it wouldn't fit, but everything fits. It's nice. And then for Fridays, I take everything out and put it into our common room, and I set it up. I even ordered a camera. I decided I'd get one for like group stuff, and maybe eventually I'll do it for just myself, but I don't know about that. So for group stuff, I have it set up so you can see the whole group when we're playing. And like Fridays, we play Smash here. I feel bad because I haven't been doing any like my personal stuff on the channel since I got to college. And I'm trying to get my schedule down, so I really haven't streamed anything besides when people come over to play Smash. And I also just got back my original DS that now has a capture card in it for streaming Smash 4, Kid Icarus Uprising, Monster Hunter 4 when that comes out. And that actually works really well. So because that's another thing I've been doing is that the demo for Smash 4 is out in the US.
Yeah, so how is that?
Yeah.
Before we do that, I have to talk about something else. So when it came out in Japan, they released it early for people who had Club Nintendo Platinum. A lot of people had it, but people didn't know you kind of needed it. So a certain amount of people got codes for that, but you got 4 codes. So people were handing them out. They didn't want them given to other people. And my man on Reddit, gotta shout him out, for some time, I posted in the Reddit thread, had like 20,000 or 15,000 posts in it, people asking for codes. I just posted, hey, if anyone has codes they'd be willing to give away, and I could use one. Someone's really generous, I could use 2, so I could play with friends. The guy gave me 2.
That's awesome.
And I was so happy. So I kept one, gave one to Patrick. You met Patrick, Victor.
Yeah.
And we played it.
If it was on YouTube, they would have said a racial slur. If it was on friggin' NeoGaf, they would have called you a noob. God, I hate these places.
Another friend got back to me, gave me another one, which I gave to another friend. But now the demo's actually out, and I got my my Smash Bros 3DS, which is I love it. My Smash Bros 3DS XL. It looks I thought it would be like a flat paint job, but it's like metallic. So it looks really nice. I really like it.
My problem with that's not the new 3DS though. That's just the regular one, or is it the new one?
It's the regular one. The new one doesn't come out here until some undisclosed time in 2015. And I waited years for the Smash Bros 3DS XL, so I wasn't gonna pass it up.
I think I'm probably just waiting for the new one because as much as I want the Smash Bros one, I want my Monster Hunter just to play with the dual stick. After experiencing that on a Wii U, I kind of want that extra stick.
Now I think about it, that might actually release around the time Monster Hunter 4. I could see that happening.
That makes sense.
But, definitely, yeah.
What was I thinking?
I don't know. Maybe what's your Destiny?
Oh yeah, so yeah,
Jesus
I've been
Christ.
trying to play Destiny, but the issue with Destiny is that for whatever fucking reason, every time I try to connect, I get kicked and get error code chicken.
Yeah, or Centipede. Dude, man finally wants to play his Xbox and he can't because the game's calling him a baboon or something like that. It's so dumb.
So yeah, so I would love to play Destiny, I just can't. So
yeah,
good thing I didn't try to stream that. Because that was not happening.
So the thing is, Destiny's been having connection error problems with people on campuses. For some reason, the way campus internets are wired, Destiny's just having problems. And no other game's having that many problems.
No other game. I'm
Even for me, I can
I do
kinda
any,
get
like
it.
I stream from this connection, no issues. Like
Yeah.
I can't play Destiny, but all right.
Yeah, it really bites.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's pretty much my week.
Well, not really.
Ah,
Yeah, no, it kind of sucks. I was like, oh, finally, I have a friend to play with, and I was like, no, you don't. But I guess we go into my week because speaking of that, since we couldn't play that, Miles and I started playing Killer Instinct again, and it was pretty fucking fun.
game's
The
a lot of
combo
fun.
breakers and all the mind games and stuff. Like one time I almost killed Miles and he didn't die. I was like, get out of my head, you fucking demon! Get out of here! He was just chasing me down. We were both about to die. I don't know. It's just Killer Instinct's a lot of fun.
I cannot wait for season 2. I think it's
Yeah.
I think it's actually Tuesday.
Really?
Yeah, I believe it's the 23rd. You can
Is it-
pre-purchase it.
Okay.
I know you get a TJ combo. I don't know if Maya comes in too. She might,
Yeah.
but I cannot wait.
yo, when are they selling that as an actual disc?
I believe
know.
the 23rd as well.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
I might get it as
That's
an
what
actual
I
disc because
figured.
I haven't bought the full game yet. I've just been going on the
And I
free
think
characters.
I think the disc actually comes with season 2 as well.
Because Miles, I got lucky. The last free character was Sadira. And you know how I like playing Sadira. And the next one was Jago. And I was like, I'll play with Jago. So I haven't bought a character yet.
You should, definitely worth it.
Anyway, I got the Heroes of the Storm beta. And that game, or alpha, whatever it is. Yeah.
Technical alpha, Victor.
Technical alpha. There we go.
Oh God, I feel
I
like
mean,
that's
It's technically
so...
an alpha.
I mean, I can hardly play it, but when I can play it, it's a lot of fun. Michael and I did some games last night, or 2 nights ago.
Yeah.
And Heroes of the
So
Storm,
much
it's,
better than Dota.
yep.
Mm,
One might say it's the definitive MOBA.
Oh yeah.
that's
For
debatable.
hardcore
Alright.
gamers.
It
For true gamers.
True gamers.
It goes beyond MOBAs. It is a
It-
brand new
It
genre.
transcends the MOBA genre, actually. In all honesty.
Yes.
Yes, quite. Yes. Yeah. But
Did
I
you
beat-
say transcendent?
yeah.
That's
Transcends, you uneducated dude.
Wait, what did I say?
Transcendent, as in a
Transcendentalism.
transcendentalist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was shut up.
okay.
Listen.
Okay, Mr.
Listen.
Pine. Let's move on.
Look, all right. Sorry that we don't have the money to be able to talk like rich people.
Yeah, seriously. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sorry that The Roots is not my favorite band.
The roots.
No one's better than The Roots. Alright, also, I finally beat Dead Rising 3, which was kind of okay. It wasn't that great, the ending. I mean, it was a fun...
Pretty underwhelmed.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, the last couple of bosses were, like, really unfair and pretty dumb, actually.
That sounds a lot like Dead Rising.
Yeah, it's just the whole... I don't know. It would have been fun to play with someone, but I'm not going to go beat it again. Like, there's this one part where the crane... Like, you're fighting a crane, and he throws you into a fire. And I got out of the fire, and he threw me back in the fire. And
Like, no,
like,
why did
this
you
isn't-
get it out?
This is
Oh
fun.
yeah, I know the boss you're talking about.
Yeah, that boss sucks.
This isn't
Yep.
fun.
And then I got to the end of that boss fight, and the game like glitched, so I couldn't. It was a soft glitch or whatever. I couldn't get past the part or whatever.
Soft lock, yeah.
Yeah, soft lock, whatever. And I guess I kind of beat Destiny. I mean, I got to level 20 and beat the main story. Overall, I like it. I mean, the reviews haven't been great for it, but I like it. I don't know.
Well, I guess we'll talk about that later. But
Oh yeah, that's true.
And I'm sure I would like it too if I could play the fucking thing.
What else? I finished Metal Gear Solid for the movie. Not a,
Wait, what? There's some.
no.
Oh, gotcha.
I swear to God, like I felt like I barely played the game. It was all watching a movie. I mean, it was awesome, but like the final area where Chris, you know this, where you finally get on the boat or whatever to take them down or whatever.
Yeah.
You sneak onto the boat, you do the boss fight, and watch about 4 or 5 hours of cutscenes.
Don't you get shot onto the boat with a cannon?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that game is so weird, dude.
Why would-
Sometimes it's like super serious, and it's like, oh, Snake has cancer because he smokes, and
Yeah.
it's like, whoa, super crazy. Like the bad guy's in a big robot, and like he's gonna kill the world. And
Yeah.
then they're like, all right, Snake, the only way we can get you onto that boat is like via clown cannon.
And remember,
it's just like, what?
Kaiba misses and he lands into the water.
That's right. They missed. Like, what is this game
He's
right
the side
now?
of the boat and lands, and then he somehow still survives because he's like the most badass character in Metal Gear Solid 4.
It is that game. Oh my god, that game is such a joke. The big robots in it, Moo.
Yeah.
The big
The
cow
geckos.
robots.
The geckos. Yeah.
Yeah.
Geckos.
the geckos.
Yeah.
And they kick the shit out of you.
Yeah, when you see them, you just get your ass kicked.
They sprint
It's
kick.
so-
Whenever I
You
first
can-
played that game, they creeped me out to the point where I didn't want to play.
Yeah, well, like,
What was the similar
Uh.
thing? One of your tools is to use a pornographic magazine to like
yeah. You use a Playboy.
distract enemies.
It calms you down if you look at it. It lowers your
It
stress.
calms you down if you look at it, or you
Yeah,
can put it
then
as a
if you
trap and it
grow-
distracts enemies
Yeah. Enemies will be walking, they're like, "Oh, what's this?" And then they sit down and like read it.
for like a long time.
So goofy.
Yeah.
Great game.
Yeah, no, it's a great game. 10 out of 10 will play again. What else is it? Okay, all right. So, real quick, I'm just saying the anime that I'm watching right now. It's called Space Dandy. And it's by the same dude who made Cowboy Bebop and Samurai Champloo, except it's really goofy and it makes no sense, but it's an awesome show. So, I don't know. I just want to say check that out if you're listening. Anyone listen to it, watch a new anime. So, we can move on to Michael's week since he's last.
All right, yeah. Since I'm last, I'll go. Okay, I'm just gonna go over like the stuff that I've been playing for a while, but Unholy Heights,
Yeah,
it's
what the heck is that? Oh, wait, that's
Yeah.
the one where he plays the devil. And you got like,
yeah.
yeah.
Unholy Heights, you get to play as the devil himself, incarnate on Earth, and you gain legions of creatures of various sorts. You can get demons and demi-humans and abyssal creatures and the undead. And then you gather them all up into one place and have them all pay rent. Basically, you own a motel, and monsters come and buy rooms, and you make money, and you make the monsters happy, and then they fight for you. It's a Japanese game.
I like that's how you end the whole discussion. It's like, yeah, I understand this is all out of whack, but it's Japanese, so it's fine.
Yeah, no, so it kind of
it's
like
really,
makes sense of the whole thing. Like, oh, what the heck is this? Oh, it's Japanese. All right.
yeah. It's actually available on Steam, but it's a little Japanese indie game. You play, as I said, as the devil. That one really doesn't matter too much. What really matters is the fact that you have, you start out with 4 rooms, and you can get tenants, and those tenants can, as I said, be, mythical creatures. You started out with like basic mythical creatures. Some of them have issues paying their rent on time, but like all of them have like different things that are constantly working to, like, either make them better or worse and stuff like that. Like, they all have their own job, and you can see what it is. You can see where they are at any point of the day, like,
So
and
it's more like
also,
Sims.
Yeah, right?
yeah, but like you don't really tell them what to do. You just sort of, like, the only control you have over them is, like, you can affect what is in their rooms. Like, you can say, well, let's upgrade your sink into a bath. Like, we're gonna give you an actual bath instead of a sink. Or you can give them like a fan instead of an air conditioner.
But you can just have
stuff
them
like
use
that.
a sink as a bath.
Yes. That's what it starts out with.
Oh my
It
god.
starts out with a futon on the ground, and a sink, and that's all that they have. That's all that these rooms have to start out with.
I mean, I guess.
And everything else you have to pay for yourself.
Mhm.
Like you have to buy all their amenities and make them happy. So that way their stats go up. So that way when you're attacked by the humans, because the humans are always attacking, that's your only control over them, is to tell them, you go attack. I want you to go attack. And
Yeah.
sometimes, like, you can really do it very strategically because it's all 2D. Like, realistically, only 2 people at most can be melee fighting someone. But then you have ranged attackers, and then you have, some people are better at magic, some people are better at, like using a bow and arrow and stuff like that. And also different enemy types are good against certain things. It's really odd. Like,
It sounds
there's
really
a lot
odd.
of detail
Yeah.
to this hotel management game.
Oh my
I
god.
think odd's the word.
So yeah, I played that. That's quite a bit of fun.
I don't know.
Eh.
why I played that.
We should have everyone say say their names in Japanese since you took so much time to do it.
Okay. I mean, I didn't really take that much time to do it. I just opened up Google Translate and it told me.
All right, I kind of want Chris to go last. I'll go first. I'm sorry to cut you off. I just want to say it while I remember. All right, so mine is Bekuta Rogan. Michael, what's
That was
yours?
amazing.
I am Makiru Makitoraki. Makitoriki.
What's yours, Miles?
I am Maruzu Kraku.
Uppa! You gotta say up right there. All right, Chris has the greatest one.
Kurisu Federici.
It's like the one Metal Gear character. His name is freaking Kazuhira Miller. Again, I'm sorry, people.
Yeah.
Michael, you can go back. I just wanted to.
Hey, it's all right. Yeah. So those are all of our names. I would prefer to be called Maikiru. But all right. So back to the games I've been playing from that detour of Japanese. Deity. It's a free game that I downloaded. It's a really interesting stealth game where you have like almost no health. Actually, depending upon the difficulty, you legitimately could have no health. But basically you play this like deity type character. It's an indie game as well, so it's one of those like
Sounds very indie.
yeah. But you use things like light sources and gargoyles and stuff like that to like jump around from place to place, you know. Like you don't have any like melee attack, you know. Like you can kill people in this game. It's a stealth action game. But like you jump from you can jump from like light source to light source, and you're supposed to kill people from behind, and you can chain like your jumps and stuff like that together. So I mean it's a really interesting stealth game.
Yeah.
You know, where like if you screw up the stealth, unless you're really good at running away and you have like a plan to like I'm gonna jump here, then jump here, then jump here, you know, chances are you're just gonna get slaughtered because oh yeah, and light sources hurt you. That's the other thing.
So it's not a game for casuals.
No, it is not.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So that's that. That was like an hour at most. And then the anime that I've gotten into is
Oh god.
I also got Victor onto it. It's called Corpse Party: Tortured Souls. It's only a 4-part. It's only an OVA. There's also like manga series and games. I actually started out.
A little etchy too.
Yeah, just a little. The manga's more ecchi than the OVA is.
Yeah.
But basically, it's about a group of teenagers, plus one middle schooler, plus one high school teacher.
So really,
A normal Japanese thing.
basically, yeah. Your usual grouping set in a high school. They do basically this weird friendship ritual thing, and then they get teleported to an alternate dimension, elementary school, and they're being hunted down by the dead souls of little children who were killed there.
With scissors.
Yeah. And
They only use scissors to kill people, pretty much.
Those like those
Oh,
demon
God,
babies
what?
from Dante's Inferno.
The
No,
scariest thing.
These kids are like 12.
mhm.
Because they're like
Yeah.
they're like middle schoolers that were killed there.
And because they were killed there, like they're missing body parts and stuff like that. Like there's a girl who's just missing half of her head.
Not her whole head, just half her head. So you can
Yeah.
see her top part with all the innards and stuff.
Yeah.
Like strange thing.
Yeah.
Like from like where the jaws meet and up, like that part across, like that's so it's like really disturbing.
It is. And yeah, real quick though about that, like we got my friend on it. He was really into it. He watched all 4 episodes in one sitting. He was like, I'm really into this.
Yeah.
But
I mean, and anyone who's listening who wants to, you know, do something with it, who wants to like watch it, it's sort of depressing, but you know, go for it. Go for it. I don't want to spoil anything. Like it's a different kind of experience. You know, like one thing I will say is that Victor did feel sick afterwards. So
I still feel sick, so let's not talk about it anymore.
So like keep that in mind.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's basically been. Yeah, that's basically, you know. I mean, I played like the odd game here and there, like Civ 5 and you know Payday and stuff like that. But
all that jazz.
Yeah, just the usual.
All right, so I guess we can get to the question of the week. Yeah. All right. So.
Do we need a drum roll?
No. Well, sure. Well.
Maybe eventually. We don't have anything now.
That's a drum roll. All right. So the question of the week. Stop.
Okay, shut up.
You can... Quiet, you. So this is pertaining to the whole Destiny and Titanfall and all that stuff. Do we all forget that gaming is always rough at the beginning of a generation? And are we being too harsh on games like Destiny, Titanfall, and Second Son and stuff? I just want to get your opinion because I feel like we are being too harsh. Because it should be expected, I think, at the beginning of a generation.
It's not being too harsh when the games just suck. So, I mean, it's like whatever.
Well, I don't think any of the games we named suck.
Yeah, they didn't suck.
I think, well, when you had Second Son, that's interesting.
No, they suck.
Because, like,
Yeah, cool, because Second Son like has a small. It felt like
just messing.
when you played Second Son, it felt like their team was too small.
No, to me it felt like their team was huge. Like there's so much detail. The game looks amazing. All the effects and particle effects, they look great. But the problem with the game
really
is
short.
Yeah, it's too short.
Nothing to do.
It's dumbed down. Like there's stuff that was in Infamous 2 that's not in Second Son. But yet they added the need to make it so you have to touch the middle button of the PlayStation 4 controller to get powers, and you have to shake it and turn it sideways to paint stuff. It's like,
hey, I like that mini game.
to me it seems like a lot more time went into adding features that the PlayStation 4 had that the PS3 didn't, to see like this is why you should have a PlayStation 4, more so than fleshing out the game, which a lot of like those first games, that's their issue.
I also feel like they were rushed. I just feel like they needed more time.
Yeah.
Because they definitely had to have come out at that time. Like you know what I mean? It was probably originally planned to be like a launch game, and they're like, we don't have time to make it a launch game. And they're like, well, can you do it 2 months after? They're like, fine.
All I'm saying is somehow Nintendo's first games for the Wii U are all almost flawless. So all I'm saying is someone's doing it right.
The Wii, let me tell you.
Well, it's because they
understand
the Wii U because they made the Wii U.
No, but let me tell you though. The first games on the Wii U, you finish in I can tell you my first games off the top of my head. I believe I had Scribblenauts. I had, of course, whatever the one you get with the deluxe edition is. I can't remember. Mario Bros. Was whatever. And all those original games, no, they're not that impressive. Like the games coming now, because the console's been out now, are really good because they're all like Nintendo's ones that they didn't have. That was the Wii U's issue. At launch, they didn't have anything big to go with it. The same with these consoles.
Zombie U.
No.
Zombie U was a joke. I'll definitely say that.
But these consoles have the advantage is that they have a larger following now. So they didn't really need anything at launch because people knew it was coming eventually. And if Nintendo came out with a console that was as powerful as these, then yeah, maybe they would have looked a bit better. But they came out with the Wii U and then it got overshadowed by the new consoles. And everyone's like, well, PS4, Xbox One, then Sony pretty much at E3 just didn't show anything, just said, hey, we're better than Xbox. And everyone bought that.
Yeah, pretty much.
And it really worked.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know about my honest opinion on this yet.
It's because it has to be hard for a team to make it.
Well, give us a dishonest opinion.
Let's say for Destiny. All right, go ahead.
Well, it's just tough. I feel like there's so much hype behind every generation, and we're still pretty early on in it. So much hype, right? So many games everyone's pumped about. I really think this is a little bit later, but the downfall of everyone's opinion on Destiny, it's not bad at all. It's a good game. And people are, but it was hyped ridiculously. We heard about it so long ago.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too.
Yeah, it had this miraculous budget, and it's not
500 million or something like that.
Yeah, something. It's not bad. It's just not what they advertised. It's not as like amazing.
It's
as
not going
going
to change gaming forever like Halo 1 did.
Yeah.
That's what people
Yeah.
expected.
But hold on though.
That's what people.
I want to
Go,
like
go.
hit that point because like that goes what you're saying. Sometimes when a game comes out, it doesn't have to be revolutionary. It doesn't have to like change the face of. I don't know why. Like a lot of times to me, it seems like that's what gaming journalism is hitting at. Like this game
like I
changes
agree
the
with
way
you.
we view games. It's like what? Why does that matter? Like if it's a fun and that's why like Destiny to me, like I saw I got a 6 on some websites. Like how the hell did this game get a 6? I watched the raid. I would love to fucking play it, but I can't. And then like anytime I do play it, I enjoy it
their
a lot.
experience was the same as your experience.
I mean that's
that's actually rare.
rare. It's,
I
like,
see that.
it's kind of rare.
The ratings are 100% like the developer's own fault. They marketed so hard, people expected more than what they got. The game's fine. I feel like they honestly just shot themselves in the foot
That's
for these ratings.
Sleeping
Like,
Dogs.
you're getting ratings for
the ratings
this.
weren't the greatest, but it's still like
You're
ridiculous.
you're getting these ratings because you marketed it as this amazing, like,
revolutionary thing.
game-changing game. And then
But
when it's
you have
not,
to-
people are just like so surprised at it. It's so good, people are just kind of taken back a little.
But then you have to look at it from a business standpoint. That's exactly what they want. Like look at how many pre-orders there were of the game.
Definitely. So
Like
it's
the
probably
game was a success before it even they even had a box art for it.
Mm-hmm.
No, they definitely money, and it was probably a financial success. But
I mean,
all
we're
the
not talking
back.
like ET failure here, where everyone returns their games the
Yeah.
day after. you know?
Yeah, but all of the backlash, they shouldn't be that surprised for what they did. I don't know, my opinion.
Also, I feel like I don't know. I'm not a developer, programmer yet, but I feel like it's definitely hard for to make games for the Xbox 360, the PS3, the Xbox One, and the PS4. Like you got a lot of consoles to cover. It has to be difficult.
And that just sucks.
I think to a degree, you kind of make the early versions first, and then you upscale whatever you can for the new ones. Like you add.
Yeah, but
stuff.
I'm just saying we don't know how it works. But from what I heard it's really hard to understand the new hardware of a new system, and that takes time.
And I get that. It's just, I think the issue with Titanfall was like hyped to be this new revolutionary shooter. It comes out, it's a good shooter, but there isn't much meat there. So you play it a bunch, and then you're kind of like done.
Yeah, no, seriously, because you know me, I enjoyed that. That's the reason why I got an Xbox. I was getting a PS4, and I went over to Miles' house and played. I was like, I'm getting an Xbox, and Titanfall, it's fun, but I don't want to play it by myself. And there's no story content, there's no single player stuff, so it kind of sucks.
And then Destiny was put up to be this amazing new hybrid MMO shooter thing, which it amazes me when people complain that there's grinding and stuff, because that's MMO to me. So that made sense, but to other people, I guess it doesn't make sense.
Grinding's not even that bad. I guess once you hit level 20,
Once you
it
hit
is.
20,
But
it gets worse.
yeah, because it took me forever to reach 21.
Most RPG games has some form of grinding in it. You could even consider Borderlands to have grinding in it.
Well, because
but
with
the thing
Destiny,
a lot of RPGs.
in Destiny, you hit a brick wall. Like you level pretty quickly in Destiny. You hit a brick wall, and it's like, all right, the only way you're gonna level now is by getting better gear, and better gear is hard to come by. So that's why leveling takes forever.
Which to me,
it's Diablo 3.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. From playing Diablo a bunch and playing World of Warcraft, that makes complete sense to me. That's just it's natural. That should happen. But for people that want to shoot people and want to play a shooter, that doesn't make any sense. So because
you're technically when you reach, you're always level 20. You never technically go above level 20. It's just level 21 and level 22. That's your gear level. That's what it is. It's your gear level. It's not like actual level.
Oh, okay.
That's why people don't understand it, because that's your gear level. It's not your actual level.
Yeah, I was wondering what that meant. So that's actually really cool. That's really
when you reach
interesting.
level 20, it says your light level instead of gear. It says light. So I don't know. People just aren't understanding the game and stuff. But
I think give it time. They fix some fucking stupid server stuff, and I can play in expansions and stuff they can expand on. I think Destiny is going to be a franchise we'll keep seeing. I think it's going to this is like a 10-year thing they're doing with Destiny. So I think it's just
10 years.
Yeah, that's what they're advertising. This is a 10-year.
Wow.
Do you think there's going to be a proper Destiny 2 soon, or is it just going to be going to release more expansions?
Expansions.
Yeah.
I don't. In the span of 10 years, I could see them doing a Destiny 2, but for a while they're going to do expansions.
Yeah.
I mean, this could be one of the first really successful console MMOs that we see.
This is a really good way to do it, actually. So maybe we'll change gaming forever. I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the way it works with the MMO, except when you got the freaking events. Because I never have anyone to do events with. It's always just me. That gets on my nerves. So, alright. I guess we can get into the news of the week. We need a song for this transition. Chris, can you sing something?
No.
Transition.
There we go.
I did that one last time. I did that one the previous time.
Alright, so
go.
who put this one on a dock? Because that person could take it. Because I didn't really read up on this one. Nintendo.
What do we
Oh,
got?
I didn't read up on it either.
All right, thank you. But Nintendo is focusing on hardcore gamers.
Oh, this is awesome.
Because, like, there was an interview with Miyamoto. It's been forever. But there's an interview with Miyamoto, and pretty much it came down to, like, Nintendo's realizing that basically the audience they have for the Wii, and they went very hard for with the Wii, like that casual audience that pretty much bought a Wii, played Wii Sports, maybe Wii Sports Resort, never touched, maybe Smash Bros. Brawl, didn't touch it again. And then, like, they're realizing that audience isn't going to stick with them. The Wii had, like, a gimmick that pulled
No,
tons
and
of
plus
people in.
they're all playing freaking phone games now.
Yeah, it pulled tons of people in because it was a really, like, it was at the time not it was revolutionary at the time. That's why, like,
It was.
the
It
title
definitely was.
Wii U was supposed to encourage that audience to buy another one. But the issue came, it's like, well, what is this? People thought, it's just an add-on or something, didn't buy it.
Just a Wii with a tablet.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well, I mean, originally Nintendo didn't even show the console; they only showed the screen. So what are you supposed to expect?
I was confused.
I remember that. Yeah.
I was super confused. I was like, why not show the console?
So yeah, so they're what the idea of the article was that they're more focused on getting back to their hardcore gamers, the people that have been with Nintendo since they started and have loved Nintendo games. They're focusing on them, which is interesting because, like, for a while they've been all like, yeah, we don't really care about competitive that much. You're all more like, you guys just handle, like, now you see the Pokemon tournaments are streamed on Twitch and stuff like that. They're doing Smash Bros. Tournaments. They're doing a Smash Bros. Club in Canada right now, which has tournaments and stuff like that. And, like, Nintendo's just like, yeah, they're really getting into it a lot more than before, which is good to see.
They probably realize the hardcore fans are more loyal. Well, everyone's making fun of Nintendo and stuff. Like, I'm still playing Nintendo. I'm still gonna buy everything Nintendo.
Dude, it's like the only thing I play.
Yeah.
I think so this is a little unrelated, but what this means to me, and what I'm really excited about, is this means revisiting certain franchises that haven't gotten love recently. At least that's what I'm hoping, and I'm talking to you, Metroid. I really hope that means a new installment in that. Taking the
Captain Falcon, when will you get your own game?
Yeah, no, seriously though. Yeah, Captain. I mean, that's a very difficult racing game. I hope that means looking at that again. We already know we have another Star Fox game in the works.
Because I love Star Fox.
Oh, it's just awesome. And then, yeah, for games like that, I mean, that's super exciting. Those are their hard-hitting franchises, and I just can't wait. So, for me, that's what this is saying, and I hope it happens because it will just be the best thing ever, basically.
No, I guess speaking of Nintendo and going on their stuff, are you interested in Mario Kart DLC with Link and everything that's coming out soon?
Very interested.
Oh, I'm gonna buy it so hard.
What's funny with me is, like, I didn't touch Mario Kart 8 because, like, I was doing other stuff, streaming and stuff, and then I get to college, and, like, my friend that plays games, like, plays Smash with me all the time. Like, he's like, yeah, I'm doing Mario Kart 8, doing time trials, already max rank and stuff. Yeah, we should play sometime. So we played it and streamed it, and it's so much fun. It's a lot of fun. It took me a while to get used to it because I always played the Mario Kart you could do snaking to get this boost, and in this one in 7 you just kind of do the drift and hold into it to get your boost.
Yeah.
So, like, when I do drifts, I'm used to, like, going back and forth and, like, your character not moving that much when you do it. So you can actually do the snaking. But when you actually do it in this, if you go back and forth at all, they, like, veer off the drift. So I have to get used to that. But, like,
I definitely.
This is way better than Mario Kart Wii.
Mario Kart, like,
it's way better than Mario Kart Wii.
Oh, I love it, and I can't wait. I'm liking that they're expanding the Mario Kart franchise in this way. I think that can only help them.
So I want to ask, if Mario Kart becomes like Smash Brothers, so they pick any, like, franchise on Nintendo and puts them in there, would you like that?
That's actually what I'm hoping for.
I hope so. Yeah, I don't want to replace those Koopalings. I don't care if you guys like them. I want more Nintendo characters rather than the Koopalings.
I find it
No, you can't be bad talking Iggy now.
Oh my god, Iggy
Iggy's the
Bantha.
best.
Freaking, what's his name? Not Beethoven.
Ludwig.
Ludwig. He's fucking named because of his hairstyle.
Yep.
It's amazing.
Oh my god.
I think my issue lies with. I don't know. I personally don't know if I'm okay with that. Would I be mad? No. Seeing as how I'm excited to play as Link, I would be okay with having a couple characters that are like special little things in each game, similar to this, except it'd be better if they're actually in the game.
But you don't want to like a Smash Bros. Type thing.
But I don't think I want it to be Smash Brothers Racing, which. Because if it was, I feel like the whole game would have to be reworked. Because I feel like they'd have to include more items, all these new maps. It could be a little.
I don't think you have to that extent. I think if you add characters and just keep it like Mario Kart, but just add other Nintendo franchises, I think that's fine. I don't think you have to add. Well, here's an F-Zero item, or here's this. I think maybe carts and tracks. I think that's it. You don't need to change the items.
Well, to me, that's when the art styles will clash. Because. They got lucky with Link. Just Link, they used the Skyward Sword Link, who is very cartoony, and they used the Villager. But if they're going to try to throw in Ganondorf, who his last game was Twilight Princess, that is a distinct art style that does not fit.
I'm just going to stop you there and say that I don't think art style is an issue. Because, like, look at Smash Bros. Everyone looks like they fit. There's no one in that game that looks weird.
So the difference with that is that Smash Bros. Also has this very combined feeling to it. With Mario Kart, everything's very cartoony. It's all cartoony. All the Mario characters, they're all one's a big gorilla. All these are like turtle guys. All these Italian plumbers. These goofy things. All these weird items that don't make sense. Why does a mushroom make you go faster? Basically, yeah.
To me, that's just Nintendo. To me, like I get what you're saying, but to me,
it's not like Nintendo. It's Mario,
which to me is Nintendo. Like the look.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
To Metroid.
I'm just saying the look of it fits. Like if you put Zero Suit Samus in this, she'd look fine. Like. I don't think there'd be an issue there.
I had boobs a little too big.
That would be goofy.
I think it'd be fine.
Say put Ness in this.
Yeah, put Ness in it.
Yeah, Ness could work. You couldn't put the Fire Emblem characters in there. You could Little Mac would.
You could.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like they have to be a little bit tactical with it, perhaps. Yeah. Nonetheless.
Anyway, I'd rather keep just Mario Kart with a few guest characters like that.
So do I. But if they change it, I won't be mad. I'm
still gonna play it.
That Nintendo will do it justice.
As long as Toad is still in it, I'm cool. Toad's my man.
Oh, dude, Toad.
So, in the Link DLC, it's Link, Tanuki Suit Mario, and Cat Peach, which I'm not sure if I'm happy that it's another Mario and another Peach, seeing as we already have Metal Mario and Pink Gold Peach.
Yeah.
But,
the Gold Peach is a little long.
We'll also need 4 new vehicles, which one of them is Blue Falcon, which I really am happy about. And they announced that there's going to be an F-Zero track, I believe.
Okay, that's pretty dope.
Yeah. I think they did. Even when your stuff is in other games, you're still not in it.
They also announced the new Grand Prix as well, right? I believe there's
going to be
4 of them.
Yeah, there's going to be 2 cups each.
Yeah. That's 8 tracks for each DLC. And it's not expensive neither. Each DLCs are like $7 or $8.
That's so much new content. I love it.
Yeah, but I think it's $15 if you buy them as a bundle. And you get if you buy the bundle, you get multicolored Yoshis and multicolored Shy Guys. For free.
That's so cool. I really like that.
Yeah.
I'm super excited about about all the new Grand Prix. I mean, that's just awesome. That's so many new races.
Yeah. Is that Skeletal Bowser?
Dry Bowser.
Yeah, Dry Bowser's in there.
Because you know the character Dry Bones, right?
Yeah.
Well, Dry Bowser happened in, I think, one of the DS Mario games.
No, it happened
in Wii, right?
Yeah, Wii.
Yeah, Super Mario Brothers Wii.
I think it may have happened early. Oh, wait, you mean like racing or in an actual?
No,
game?
in like an actual game where you first.
It's in Super Mario Brothers Wii, I think.
I thought it was a DS game. I also saw it. I could be wrong.
I mean,
maybe
could appear more than once, but.
Yeah.
That's what I remember him from.
But yeah, the second DLC has Villager, Isabelle, and Dry Bowser.
So exciting.
Yeah. All right. Up next is Amazon actually buys Switch, not Google. So we don't have to worry about Google Plus anymore, I guess.
Money all over.
So what ended up happening here is like Google was working on Twitch for the deal. That's what people were reporting on, but it kind of fell through because I think Twitch couldn't come up with like a return policy if something went wrong, how they're going to pay Google back the money. And Amazon came in as like, hey, we can make a better deal for you. And I think it was like 970,000 or something.
970. It might be more than that.
I think it's more.
It's probably more than 970,000.
I remember it was
970,000.
Was it a
It
million?
is?
970 million, maybe, Miles.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
I was trying to make
Yeah.
sure. I was trying to make sure I
Millions.
didn't mess up the numbers. So,
I was like, I'm about to go tell my dad. Maybe we can put it on loan and we could go buy this. Nah, we probably couldn't.
yeah, so 970 million.
Sell
Amazon
everything.
bought.
Buy
Oh.
Twitch.
Yeah.
So why
Make
this
it all
is,
back in a week.
why this is kind of good is because Amazon's buying a lot of things. They bought Double Helix. They bought another game studio. They're like trying to come up in like the industry a bit more. And what's kind of
I
good
just
about
want to see them start doing something with it now.
they're going
Like, man,
to.
they got stuff now.
They're definitely
Like,
working
they-
on it. A rumor was like they were making their own console, so you know they're working on it. But
Yeah, they got
I
still
don't know
Double
how.
Helix.
yeah, they took Double Helix.
I don't know about the whole new console thing. I don't know.
Well, they
But-
did. They do own like 2 developers or whatever now. They haven't done anything yet. So,
I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see. But like the thing about Amazon is they're very much more hands off when it comes to things. From what I've seen, like they'll buy something and then they'll be like, okay, now you just operate under us. Just as long as you're not going crazy. And also, what could be nice about this is like people getting upset because I'm not getting revenue from this person playing my game. Now it could be like a little thing that pops up at the bottom of the stream or something. It's like they're playing this. You can go buy it on Amazon.
yeah.
Maybe that'll help people who aren't all for like the way streaming works and things.
Or maybe they're gonna do. I'm thinking like with the games and stuff like that, offer like a rental service through Amazon Prime because that's on everything now. Amazon
Also,
Prime is on everything.
If
so
Amazon
offer
Prime did
the
something
rental
for
of
Twitch,
games.
that'd be really nice.
Because that's one thing that you can't do with like digital games is like rent them. Technically.
The problem is like no one's going to rent a game on a PC. That's just not. That's very rare.
Well, no, I'm not. I'm saying on the console.
But there's no Amazon. There's no quick way for me to get Amazon on my console and rent the game digitally.
No, it could happen though. I mean, it's not happening.
Amazon Prime, isn't it on Xbox One?
No.
Yeah, but
Not to that extent.
That's a streaming service. That's like
yeah,
watching.
it's like for movies and stuff.
But nothing saying
Yeah,
they
I'll-
could make a program for that though. Make an app for it.
But
Yeah.
I wouldn't see that coming from Amazon like at all.
Yeah, I don't either. But yeah, it could happen. I doubt it. But
So, I'm gonna be honest. I find this interesting, but I don't care that much because I've never actually. I don't really go on Twitch that often. But Miles, I know this is a bit closer to home for you. I mean, are you like that? I don't know. Do you feel better about Amazon having it over Google? Do you really care too much, or is this just news?
I was personally fine with Google. I don't know. I really like Google, but like
Same, yeah.
people kind of didn't because of the thing that happened with YouTube. That's understandable because YouTube has gone technically progressively worse. Not really. It's still good.
it's keeping it free though. No, that's all I say to people is keeping it free.
Yeah, it's
Whatever's
not
happening,
that
is keeping
bad.
it free.
So like people are very hard on it for that, and some other things. But like I like Google, but if it's whatever is going to make Twitch the better deal, then you go for it.
And to me, it keeps like because Twitch and YouTube both have that live streaming service, and if Google were to acquire that, then I mean I don't really know of anywhere else that competes with Twitch for live
Well,
streaming.
No one competes with
YouTube.
Twitch right now, but Hitbox is trying to work on it as is Daily Motion, but they're both kind of shit compared to Twitch.
Shit, too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I would prefer Google just for integration of YouTube and my email and all that stuff. And I don't know. I just
and a Zubu, but no one watches the Zubu.
I don't know what that is.
Money laundering. That's all you need to know.
Money laundering. What?
Hey, next
hey.
topic.
Anyway, Smash Brothers is out in Japan. Miles has already played.
Oh,
it,
yeah,
so
before we
talk
go, I changed the slide already. Before we go to this, there's spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled about Smash,
Spoilers and robot voice.
I can't stand people like that. Like you're going to see the character somewhere. Like I don't know.
some people want to experience it for themselves. I understand that. That's,
Yeah.
I won't
Yeah,
talk about.
but
I won't
yeah,
talk
we're
about
going to
everything.
stay off the internet for months. Like
Yeah,
I don't know.
some people are actually doing that.
That's crazy.
Strange.
It's
All right,
understandable.
what do we
Like
got?
you only unlock the characters once, so that feeling of I didn't know this guy is here. It's like it's a rush. It's exciting.
Yeah.
So Smash, I really like Smash a lot. Like, needless to say, I was up all night when the leaks were going through, and because what happened is on Twitch the day before it was supposed to come out on like Friday in Japan, so like Wednesday night, people in Japan were streaming it on Twitch.
Yeah. Yeah,
And,
yeah,
like,
I remember seeing that.
I remember I was in a stream watching people play the demo, enjoying it, and then they're like, "Wait, people are streaming the game? Like what?" And like you went over and checked it, and people were streaming it. So everyone's like, "Okay, how long is the stream going to last? Because there's no way Twitch isn't going to take this down because they're streaming the full game." And time passed, and they never took it down. So it was one streamer, God, I can't remember his name now. Yusaka, I think, was the first streamer who started doing it, and he was streaming it for a bit, and then I'm trying to remember how to say his name. I think it's Hamaya was the next person that started doing it. I like calling him Hayamama. But those two, they were kind of bad. Like, they would get a new character and then they would fail unlocking it a bunch of times, and it's like, oh my god, what are you people doing?
Oh yeah, I remember. I tuned into that stream just to watch them keep dying to Dark Pit.
Yeah.
Like seriously, I saw them run off the edge multiple times.
Yeah,
like,
that's rough.
They were pretty bad. And Dark Pit was like the third unlock in the game.
Yeah.
But then Gemma Yu came into the scene, and like that person was actually good. So they were beating stuff, they were unlocking stuff. They did this fight that's really amazing. I don't want to spoil because that you should experience. It was really cool. You probably know about it by now, but that thing was sick. So like he was showing off a bunch of stuff that was going on and like in the game, getting the characters, and Gemma Yu pretty much ended up playing the entire night, like just straight. Everyone else was like, I'm taking a break, I'm going to bed or stuff. Gemma Yu played for like 12 hours straight. Got every character, unlocked everything, like figured out how to get the characters, like showed off characters in Final Smashes. Like it was a really, like it was a good, to me, that was almost like Twitch plays Pokemon to me. It's an experience of like, experience this all for the first time with an audience, like people watching and talking about it. It was really
definitely.
cool. So I really enjoyed that. And I was kind of glad it happened in that sense, because it kind of made it so that you didn't get that thing split between 100 people all trying to stream it at the same time. It was all centralized and focused on one person. Everyone went there and experienced it. So that was
cool.
That was really good. Other than that, I really like this game so much. I need it. Like I have the demo now. I play the demo. I really enjoy the demo. But it's like every time I play demo, it's like I want to play Shulk. I want to play Robin. I want to play Greninja. I can't. I can only play Mario, Link, Pikachu, Villager, Mega Man. I want to play all these other characters I see on the streams. They look so much fun. These characters look buffed and changed. All the animations are redone. Like every character that was introduced in Brawl looks a million times better in this, because like all their animations are like all redone and they all look really nice. So like I really want to play the game, and it's 2 more weeks. And I can't take it.
I actually just tried to download the demo last night. I am currently 10 coins away from platinum on Club Nintendo, and I'm not a happy camper about that.
You know that you can just download the demo. You don't need to do that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it officially
released yesterday.
It officially released on. It didn't even matter if you got platinum now. You had to have it in the past physical year for Club Nintendo. But the difference, so the Club Nintendo demo is unlimited because it's a special. It's actually called Super Smash Bros. Special Demo. If you got the Club Nintendo one, so that one you can play it as much as you want. There's no limit to how many times you can turn it on. The official demo is 30. You can turn it on 30 times, but it's like 12 days until it comes out, so that kind of doesn't matter anymore. No. But yeah, like this game looks like the music is amazing. Like they remixed the Melee theme, and like Final Destination, it sounds so good. Like it's amazing. Like,
cool.
All the music is really good. Like I can't take it. All I can say about Smash is
a lot of hype. I'm really feeling it. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh.
I'm really feeling it.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I need this
freaking
game
Shulk
so badly.
Well, that's great though, dude. Dude, so much hype, so exciting. That's it's nice to have a hype around a Nintendo game again.
Well, Smash was always gonna have hype. It just depends on like, is it good or bad hype? I guess. Well, I mean, it was all. I don't know. People are like, is this game gonna be competitive? Is this? And like, shut up. The game's gonna be played competitively. It's Smash Brothers. It's going to be competitive, one way or another. And like, there's all these new mechanics people are finding. Like, so they're calling it vectoring.
Competitively.
Like they're calling it.
Oh god, more stuff. Vector. What's this? Play this to me.
They're calling it vectoring. It's fucking DI. I hate that name. But like, pretty much what it is DI. You can like push, you hold perpendicular to where you're being sent off the screen, and like it'll curve your trajectory in a circle almost, and you can live longer. Vectoring, they changed it and simplified it. You hold against where you're being pushed, and it basically minuses from your knockback to keep you alive. So it makes much more sense than DI did, and it's much more just like, you know, like your first instinct is to hold back, not hold perpendicular.
Yeah.
So like, they added that. What's interesting with vectoring is if you hold the same direction, it adds knockback. So you can also kill yourself by holding wrong. But also, what's good about that as well is
I thought you could always do that in Smash. If you hold the wrong direction, you can go farther.
No. You just won't change where you're going.
Okay.
But I guess that could also have some other, like, positives to it as well.
Yeah, the other positive is, like, if you're being comboed, you can hold away and, like, force yourself further away from the person trying to combo you.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing is, the effect that Sakurai mentioned is, like, when characters start smoking and stuff, like, when they got, like, when you get to high percentages, your character starts turning redder and, like, steam comes off of them. What people found out, and they're calling it a rage effect, is that as your damage goes up, so does your knockback. So, like, as you hit someone, the more damage you have, the further you send them away from you.
Oh, so it's like the Lucario thing.
Yeah, but Lucario gets damage and knockback from his thing. And then this adds knockback to everyone else. So what's cool about that is it's almost like a comeback factor. It's like, if you're behind, you have the chance to kill the other person before they kill you, because you can send them farther.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
I like that.
Yeah.
And people are finding other things, like shield dropping still in the game. So if you shield on a platform, you can like tilt the control stick a certain way that your character won't drop the shield and then go down. You can just go to the platform with your shield up. And like a bunch of stuff's being found out. People are like, oh, this character's good, this character's crap. But it's like, then you see people in tournament playing that character and it's like really good and stuff, and they make it work. And it's like, it's
Do you have can you give any insight onto which characters are looking nice and bad?
Okay,
any
so
idea off the top of your head?
I don't want to speak to who's bad until I actually play it. Like, there's characters that feel different to me, but until I play it, I can't really say who's bad. The character I see that's good is Bowser. Because
interesting.
One issue with Smash 4 is that people live to very high percents. Like, I don't really care enough because I feel like eventually people get used to it. And the other thing is they changed the ledge mechanic. I didn't mention this. So, like, in the past games, if you grab the ledge and someone's trying to come back, if you're holding the ledge, they can't grab it from you and they'll fall and die. In this game, if you hold the ledge, doesn't matter if you're invincibility or whatever, if someone else comes to the ledge, they knock you off and they grab it.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
So they changed that. People are kind of upset about that, but I thought about it. You know, that's interesting because it encourages you, and it does encourage you to actually go out and kill them. And like, to compensate, a lot of recoveries.
This
are
is
really
a fighting
good.
game, not like, you know.
No, but it's like that was never a cheap tactic. That was just a thing in Smash that you could do. So people always did it because it worked. But like now, the way it works is pretty much you're encouraged to go out there and end the stock. So you're supposed to be able to go out there and just like knock them out. Instead of like just letting them like just holding the ledge, they can't get back. Because in my opinion, a lot of characters that invalidated them because they could not recover. Their recoveries were bad. So like that's a problem. You can't use that character because you can very easily get knocked off, grab the ledge, and die. That's a problem Little Mac has. But like the bonus of Little Mac is he hits really hard and he can kill very easily.
Yeah, he sounds like a character I want to play as. In all honesty,
I want to play him so bad.
Yeah.
So like. But Bowser, the thing that he gets around is that people live for long percents, but Bowser has so many moves that just kill. Like, he's faster and all this stuff, and he just kills. Like, it doesn't take him, he doesn't have to get you to 100. If you're at 80, you're in death percent with Bowser.
Oh, wow.
So, like, Bowser is very good, but a lot of characters have different things that kill at different percentages. So, Bowser looks good. Robin looks pretty good, because, like, his aerials are basically the same power as smash attacks when he uses the Levin sword, so he can kill pretty early, too. Ike looks good for goodness sake. Like it's just.
Oh no, I hate Ike. I hope he dies.
Like this game looks. I need this game. Like Jigglypuff looks very strong. Her back air kills easily. Her rest effect actually kills, unlike in Brawl. Like it does like the little flower and deals damage over time still, but actually has a lot of knockback and can kill very early. Like I saw a top platform of Yoshi's like Brawl, a Jigglypuff hitting his ears to Samus killed him at like 20 with a rest off the top.
That's
like.
Insane.
Dang.
Like, it's just really good. Duck Hunt Dog looks good, although he's really interesting actually, because he's very.
I'm so excited.
Like, he's very keep away, but like his smash attacks are basically like someone off screen with a light gun is firing near the Duck Hunt doll, so he's reacting, and either like he's firing above him, he's firing around him, or in front of him. Like,
I saw those pictures. Yeah.
His side B, he throws out a discus. I think from game 2 of Duck Hunt, he throws out a little discus, and if you hit side B again, like it gets shot at from off screen. His neutral B, he puts out a can that's from a game. You can hit B multiple times to shoot it and move it along. Hits an enemy, explodes. His down B's, he summons like people from like a Western game. They use the light gun, and they like appear. They say fire, like an 8-bit thing, and they shoot in front of them, and like he's Duck Hunt looks pretty cool.
So basically, Duck Hunt dog is like he's basically a sniper spotter. There's a sniper off screen
firing.
And he's just to kill that guy.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, I can't wait to play as him.
And then Bowser Jr. And the cool thing about Bowser Jr. is that he has each Koopaling as his ults. So every different color Bowser Jr. is a different Koopaling. And each of them has their own voice. They have their own name when they get announced. Same with Olimar has
Wait,
Alf.
is Iggy in it?
Yes,
Iggy
Iggy's in
Bantham.
it.
What about Ludwig?
Yes, Ludwig is in it.
Freaking yeah.
And even Victor,
I can't wait to let Ludwig join.
even your main from Melee, Roy, is back.
Oh yeah. Right.
Shut up.
Oh, Marth has a Roy color that looks pretty cool, and Ike has a Crom color that looks really cool. And Fox
Roy.
has a wolf color that I'm sad about. But okay, that's fine. But yeah, so overall,
All right,
Victor, you
Fox.
missed this earlier. So, and in general with Smash, I'm enjoying it a lot. You could say that.
Oh my god. No, we're moving on now. We're moving on.
But the last news is that Smash has hit 1 million sales on its first week in Japan, which beat every single other Smash game in terms of first week sales.
Oh, really?
Beat all of them. Yeah, in terms of Japan sales, crushed all of them.
I'm so excited for the U.S. debut. It's gonna be great.
I need it. I really need it.
You know what I need? I need the new 3DS for Monster Hunter.
Yo, now we're talking, right?
Yeah, with that friggin' was dual analogs. Even though the analog didn't look that great, I haven't used it yet, but still, anything would help with playing that game.
From what I heard, it's actually pretty good. The C-stick kind of thing.
Yeah. The C-stick, and I believe there's also another bumper button.
Yeah.
Really?
There's actually 2 more.
Yeah,
which is pretty
There's,
sweet.
ZL and ZR. So like before we go to that, so like what they're doing is pretty much they're doing a new, which I really hope they change this name in America, or it's gonna be like
Same,
the Wii. It's gonna be
same.
like the Wii U,
Yeah.
and that's not gonna go well. So the new 3DS, which they announced in the Japanese Direct, it's basically a little larger than the DS. It's gonna have that C stick you can see in the top corner. And like that's the new 3DS, and they have swappable panels and stuff. And like the color scheme is like the old NES or the Famicom color scheme with the buttons, which looks pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then the new 3DS LL, which is just the XL in Japan, is also make a new version of that, which is going to be a larger screen. Like the sweet spot for like 3D is better because it like detects where you're looking and it readjusts
the
it.
The camera follows you.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Even when I'm like naked?
Okay.
Even when you're naked.
Oh.
No, you can like have it and move it all around, and the 3D won't be goofed up anymore, which is so good. That's amazing.
Yeah,
That's such a good. I really like it.
So I'm gonna save up money and get this 3DS.
Yeah.
Even though it hasn't been like announced for
It'll be like another year.
It's gonna be like 2015, but like what you're saying is, so they added 2 buttons. So pretty much like what the Circle Pad Pro does, it adds like a ZL and a ZR. So pretty much that's what this has now. It now has a ZL and a ZR. So you have 2 extra buttons on the back for use. Which they already announced, like Monster Hunter is going to support the C-Stick. Smash 4 is going to support the C-Stick, which just comes out in October in Japan. They're getting a Smash 4
I thought they said Smash
version of
wouldn't
it.
support
No,
it.
it does. It supports the C-Stick. It doesn't support the Circle Pad.
Oh.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I don't know, whatever.
Yeah, it's fine.
Amiibo support.
Yeah, so like
cool.
you don't need to buy an extension for it. You just put the Amiibo figure on the DS.
On the touch.
Yeah.
On the touchscreen, and it reads the Amiibo. So that's really cool.
That is so cool. I love that.
Oh my god. They think of everything.
So yeah, this
Dude.
Oh, Nintendo.
is looking really good. So I want it, but people are like, oh, I'm not gonna buy the Smash 3DS now because now they're making this. It's like, no, I waited years for this Smash 3DS. I'm getting it, and I did, and I like it. And I'm gonna
buy
eventually
it.
I'll get this. So eventually I'm gonna have 3DSs. I'm gonna have my old DS has a capture card in it. I'm gonna have the Smash Brothers DS. I'm gonna have the 3DS, whatever they call this in America, because this one is gonna be able to play Xenoblade and games that use more RAM.
Can't wait. No better games. Ah man, so nice. Yeah, that thing should be awesome. I can't wait. I'm gonna buy it without a doubt.
Yeah.
Super pumped.
No, I'm getting it too. All right, so up next is I have an Xbox One. I don't have a Kinect. They want to sell Kinect by itself for $150. Is that too much for Kinect? Are we getting ripped off? I say no, we're not getting ripped off because we complained the whole time about not wanting to buy it. You know, they're putting it up separate. They're like, no, that's too much. Like, what do you want them to do? Put it less than $100? That'd make the one bundle like obsolete.
Yeah,
that's what that's like. I was listening to like Podcast Unlocked, and that was their thought is that they made it $150, so it makes the Connect bundle look better.
Definitely. No, I mean that's a good idea.
But $150 is a bit much for the Connect.
I personally agree. I think
about it this way: for if you buy a Connect for $150, you add in $50, you buy a 3DS XL. You pay the same $30 less, you buy a 3DS. Right. You take away $50, you buy a 2DS. Like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Yeah, 150 is a little steep, but
yeah, well, it makes sense though, business wise.
Yeah,
it's artificially giving a value to the Connect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They can't make it less than 100.
I mean,
which is still kind of nice though.
I really I'm still just sad that there's I guess it sounds bad, but like I'm just kind of sad that there's not like the conversion with the Kinect is going to slowly fall out and people aren't going to have a Kinect as much because I feel like it adds to the system. And I like the idea that people can develop with the Kinect in mind because people will have it. And now that that's not a thing, maybe the Kinect falls into obscurity a bit more. I mean, time will tell, but
definitely will.
I
wait until the Kinect wasn't part of the bundle, then I got an Xbox. You know.
I mean, realistically, that was the reason for not putting it in there is for people who, you know, it's not for people who don't like the Kinect. It's mostly for people who are like, I don't have the extra $100 to throw in there.
Yeah.
I also feel like it's kind of sad for like Harmonix because like they're still making Kinect games. Like they're making a new Dance Central and they're making the Disney Fantasia game that's going to use Kinect and like. You know, now not everyone has a Kinect, so their sales have definitely, like, their theoretical sales have decreased from that. But other than that, I don't know that many people that are making Kinect games, but, like, people make them and, like, because, like, let's say this, most Xbox first-party games will use it in some way, like Killer Instinct, like, Victor and we did this. I have my control set to my account. So when I play my account, I have the control set a certain way, because the way I like to play it. Victor, his control is different. Whenever in the controller has like a little like infrared thing on the top that the Kinect sees, I took my controller and I handed it to Victor, signed me out, signed him in.
Yeah, that was pretty cool when that happened.
Yeah.
I mean that to me that's where I get sad about this is how much potential was missed on the Kinect. I feel like I don't know. I feel like it shouldn't have been an option to not buy it.
Yeah, that's kind of the way I feel.
Because I don't know, because to me that's like the Wii U without the gamepad. Like it's just a gimmick.
Which people want that, which makes no sense.
Yeah, and I think that's actually a joke.
Yeah, because the Wii U can't run without the gamepad.
And I think that should be the same thing with the Xbox. I think the Kinect should be almost essential. Don't treat it as a gimmick. Treat it as like a very legitimate add-on,
like
just like you guys.
Treat it as part of your console.
Yeah. Treat it as just part of your console, not the special thing.
Like you can't play a Wii without the sensor bar.
Yeah,
exactly. I think that's how. I think Microsoft. I think Microsoft went about it in a poor way.
I think I agree with you, but I think from their point, I think they are kind of forced into the situation because they kind of have to, in order to make up for the bad publicity they got at the start.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, well, yeah. No. To me, it was kind of broken from the beginning. When they first made it, it was, the first games for it were like gimmicky Kinect games. And if it wasn't, originally with that idea in mind, I think it could have been better.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think it could have all around had a better effect. I mean, when the Wii first came out, the motion controls were seen as a bit of a gimmick. Now,
I was upset. Yeah.
Now look at the Wii. It's one of the greatest consoles ever. And it had like
cuff
freaking motion sensor. Who thought that would have been like actually a very successful thing? So
yeah.
I think Nintendo sold Wii's. Or? Yes, that's why Harmonix is making like I said, Dance Central and Disney Fantasia something. that are going to use Kinect. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be other games that are Kinect focused. Hopefully not from Rare, since Microsoft wants them to be more than Kinect games. Because Kinect Sports Rivals is there. But like, other than that, we don't know.
Stop butchering Rare? Gosh.
Being a dead horse.
Speaking of which, we did. Okay, this is
Rare is
we
like
don't.
straight up nostalgia for me.
Speaking of that, there's something on the docket that we don't have. So Microsoft purchased Mojang.
Oh yeah, we didn't.
We
didn't
why
throw
isn't that on the
that on.
docket?
We just forgot.
Why
So-
not?
Yeah.
They,
we just forgot.
so they purchased Mojang, and like the idea with that was like Knox basically what he said. This was not about the money; it was about my sanity. But they purchased that thing for like what, 2.9 billion.
It was a lot of money.
So
It was
much money.
a lot of money. But like I can see where Knox is coming from, where he's like, well, I just wanted to make an indie game. This thing blew up, and now everyone's expecting so much from me, and it's like, I'm
what's not
I'm not gonna
Like legitimately, look at Minecraft. It's not some technological wonder.
Yeah, like I feel like he
just-
can never make another game because he'll just be like, oh, it's not gonna be as good as Minecraft, you know.
On the same point, I gotta say that like. Well, I was gonna say on the same point, I gotta say like he also kind of hyped the game a bit. Like for goodness' sake, he spent all of that money and rented out a place in Las Vegas, got deadmau5 to show up and play for Minecon. You know, like you kind of can't say like, oh, this is too much for me when you're doing that. Like
that's true.
I still feel he never had all of this in mind when it first started, and it just exploded. And I can't help him for being like, all right, this is getting out of hand, and I can't freaking do this like anymore. I feel that's like truly the mindset to be like, this game is literally a cultural phenomena that like I'm now the head of.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean that is
literally too much all at once.
It's no longer a game, really. I mean, it is, but it's so much more than that now. That's a lot of freaking pressure. So I don't blame him. I think it'll still be fine. At least I hope. How do you guys think Microsoft will handle it?
So an interesting theory I heard is like they might, instead of giving you Minesweeper when you buy Windows 9 or whatever, they might have a demo of Minecraft in there.
Oh,
and then
wow.
You can, like, think of that. So then you get people that to play Minecraft for the first time and like hook people on it. And like people are like, oh, they're gonna not put it on PS4 and they're not gonna put it on the Vita because it's supposed to come out for those. Like, no, I think you still put it on those. You just, you know, you make sure that you get a cut of you get a cut of the money. I mean, you're selling it to more people. No harm in that. Or if they don't, oh well. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, it does put Sony in a weird position because like Minecraft is such a big thing that they literally have to get it.
Yeah, it's like the #1 selling thing on like every single console it's on.
In getting it, they have to give that money to their direct competitor. Like the one company that Sony has to directly compete with for pretty much everything, they have to give that money straight to them.
Yeah.
So that puts them at a weird spot. But then again, that's business. That's how you do business, right?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't like Minecraft. I don't want to build shit. I just want to play shit. I don't know.
I think
to give you
base Minecraft isn't as much fun to me anymore. I think when you put in like mods, like I did the stream ages ago where we had like the Tekkit server and like you could do a bunch of extra stuff. Like you could build quarries. There was a magic system. Like when you add stuff like that in, it's a lot more fun. When you're just playing base Minecraft alone, it's not that fun. But with friends, it can be pretty fun.
Minecraft is the 3rd best-selling game of all time, which is pretty wild. That's pretty freaking big.
Yeah.
And to give you an idea, it sold 54 million copies. Number 4 sold 40 million. So pretty big gap. That's pretty wild. I mean, that is huge. You guys were just talking about it really quick. I played it in the beginning. I remember buying it. And I stopped. I also stopped playing it because I didn't like how far away it got from the building. To me, it got too complex. I liked the idea of a simple building game.
Yeah.
With like the semi-survival atmosphere thing.
Yeah. I bought it when you couldn't even buy it for dollars, only like 13 euros or something like that.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Wow. Yeah. Well, not with me. I never was.
Gosh, wait, hold on. We gotta make sure that we don't word this that way. We all sound like hipsters. Like,
Floor was cool.
No, but like we're just saying, like we bought the game.
It was cool when you had to pay euros for it.
No, I was saying like we got into the game early on, so like we have an opinion on the game based on like what we've seen as the game has gone and like how it exploded and stuff like that. So I mean that's fine.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I do like the ability to mod it though. Like I've seen some really crazy mods. Like that's really cool.
That's my
Like,
favorite part of
The
it.
ability to do that.
Some
Like,
of the
Because it's one thing to make a game, but like the amount of possibilities within that game alone. Minecraft is less of a game and more of a program to me. Like
Yeah.
that's always how it seemed to me. That it's not really a game. You don't really get on and say I'm gonna play the Minecrafts. Like,
Yeah.
all right, how are you gonna play Minecraft? Are you gonna play survival? Are you gonna build a map? Are you gonna, what's gonna be your difficulty setting? Are you gonna try and kill the Ender Dragon? What are you gonna do in this
Yeah.
program? Minecraft
Yeah.
is a program. You know?
It's like a sandbox game on a larger scale.
Mhm.
It's not
It's
it's not
too much
just
sandbox
sandbox. All the sandbox.
When I play a game, I need a goal. For me, that's just how it is.
Victor, that's so drab.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, I like sandbox games where I just go around and like blow shit up and everything, but like, if that's all the game is and building stuff, I was like, I don't.
Yeah.
I know there's an overall goal to defeat the dragon thingy or whatever, but that's not really. It's not like a story or anything. I don't know.
Yeah, I feel you. No, definitely.
Alright, next is Killer Instinct Season 2. So, Miles has like been rated by Maya, and the trailer for Maya is pretty dope. Okay. So I understand that. So Miles, are you gonna play as Maya when you get it?
That trailer is amazing. Like, goodness gracious! Like I thought, Maya's probably pretty cool. Haven't seen much about her. I watched the trailer with the music and everything, which I encourage everyone because I'm just going to show it muted for copyright reasons.
Yeah.
Go watch the trailer with the music and everything fit into it. This looks pretty sick.
Yeah.
Maya looks really cool. Like it looks like her instinct is that she has two daggers, right? And like she throws them, and like she can throw them as projectiles, but they hit the ground, and she kind of has to go and pick them up. But like in instinct mode, when she throws them, she like catches them again. So like you see at the end of the trailer, she's just like chucking the things out, and like they're bouncing off, coming back to her. She's in the air doing combos, catching them instantly, keep going. Like the character looks really cool and like really diverse. And like I also
really hard to play as so.
Yeah, I also saw a thing that showed off pretty much the new UI. Like I saw people playing it from like the Tokyo Game Show, and it showed off the new UI. It looks so good. Oh my! Like it looks so much better. Like the character select screen is more like think of like Mortal Kombat or Soul Calibur, where like it's the squares instead of like going back and forth. It's like the squares
yeah.
every character, and like it's pretty much like that. That's the new character select screen for the new season of Killer Instinct. They did the entire UI over. Like they're doing good in my book. Like this looks really sick. I cannot.
I
for season
can't
2.
wait for it to be a hard copy, because then I'll have it hands down.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
the
I'm
20th.
sorry.
I'm pretty sure the 23rd is when they.
Well, Chris,
release the
you
physical
still need an
edition.
Xbox One. We keep telling you this.
Of course, yeah, no, of course. But I'm pretty pumped.
That 360 couldn't handle those particle effects. So
Yeah.
that's too much. Alright, I guess we can get into the whole
one last
build
thing.
count.
One last thing in that trailer.
Why do
is
you wait for
look, the trailer just ended on my screen. I just remembered. So the last thing in the trailer is that after the whole thing with Maya, she has Xbox One, shows the studios and stuff like that. There's a trailer for the first new character of season 2 that has not been Killer Instinct before, and it's a mummy. That's all we know. Like they just tease him at the end. At the end of TJ Combo, they tease Cinder. So we know 2 characters that are eventually coming. So this mummy character that's brand new to Killer Instinct, and then Cinder are two other characters in season 2. But the thing is, season 2 is going to have 8 characters as well. But they said they're going to release them a little bit quicker than season 1.
Yeah, season 1 took a while.
All right, so that's pretty much it with Killer Instinct. Like I'm super. Oh, I forgot. Season 2, they're actually. I don't know if you looked at this, Victor.
Miles was kicked out of the podcast.
I don't know if you looked at this, Victor.
I
but,
forgot.
Like,
I forgot.
they changed.
I forget.
They changed pretty much every character had something changed about them. Like Saberwolf got his instinct changed, where instead of just dealing damage, it's kind of boring. You can actually cancel out of moves and then go back and do another move to like try and confuse your opponent. So Saberwolf got that. Jago got in his instinct. He only gets health back when he does Endo Kuken, which is his fireball. So like now in instinct, you can throw double fireballs. You can throw double fireballs like Shadow Jago can, while he has his instinct on.
Get over here.
I would only throw Enokukens at you so I can build my meter real quick, and that bugs you so much.
Yeah, and then Thunder got his got an ability where he can call down lightning from the sky at the opponent. Glacius got an ability where he can slip into the ground as a puddle to avoid attacks and then come up and attack the opponent. Rather than just doing it for his uppercut, he can do it to avoid attacks. Sadira got an off the ground super where she can go up and do her shadow web from the ground. trying to think what everyone else got. Orchid can throw grenades that go on the ground and like slowly explode after a time.
Well, then again, Jayla can throw fireball.
It's like a trap. It's like because she doesn't have a projectile, so it's like almost like a pseudo trap where she chucks a grenade. Either way,
Is it kind of like
Rogan gains the ability to be able to transition to the next part of the podcast.
Okay, stop. No, Fulgore.
That was kind of good, actually. That was good.
Oh man, that was a lie.
Fulgore got in the. This is. I'm just trying to explain the stuff when we're talking about this. Fulgore got an ability. So basically, Fulgore, they got rid of the ability for him to charge his meter, and his meter just builds over time. But as you do combos, it builds faster. His Fulgore's the whole thing is like he doesn't get meter by hitting opponents. It just you had to charge the meter, so it took him too long.
That nuke.
Now they changed it so that way as he's dealing damage, his meter just builds, and like the more you deal damage, the faster it builds. But if you're sitting back and like trying to throw fireballs, it slows down. Mm-hmm. So like you have to actually go in and like hit the person to build meter. But if you turn on his instinct, it just goes, and like now he can do this laser beam without being an instinct, but it just takes a lot of meter and it doesn't deal as much damage. And then the last thing they changed is there's a new recapture system. So if someone's in the air, you can now do a way that if you can combo them in a way that it brings them back to the ground and keeps the combo going. But to combat this,
wait, OTGs?
No, because that's on the ground. Like it's
damn it. I know, but like knock them on the ground and then like have them bounce off or something.
It's basically like that, but aerial. So like they added that system, which is pretty cool, and they also added a system that you can now combo break in the air. So you can no longer just be trapped in the air and juggled. You can't do anything. You can combo.
Yeah, but I thought the defense against that was that you get blown off quickly, whatever it's called, blown out, whatever it's called.
Yeah, but they changed it since they're doing the recapture system. You now combo people in the air. You capture them to the ground, and if you do a counter breaker in the air, it brings both of you to the ground, and you keep going. So it's like I'm really excited for season 2. Season 2 of Killer Instinct looks really nice so far.
You don't say.
Yeah.
You just listed off every change ever.
Alright, so
you enjoyed it.
Speaking of changing, we're going to change the subject and go on to BlizzCon. What do we expect is going to happen at BlizzCon? I think we're going to finally see StarCraft Ghost.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
I want to play it.
The game's not
happening.
The really funny part about you saying that is a lot of people are actually calling for the next StarCraft expansion.
Yeah.
Into the Void.
Yeah, they're definitely going to show the new StarCraft expansion for the Protoss campaign.
Because otherwise they have nothing else to show off.
They're going to talk about Warlords. This comes out before Warlords. They're going to talk about Warlords and the raids.
Like a week before Warlords.
Yeah, which seems pretty weird, but yeah. So they're going to talk about Warlords. This is also going to be the 10th anniversary of WoW. It's going to be basically during this BlizzCon, which is pretty cool.
That's pretty sweet, yeah.
And like, what is it?
No, it's not going to be the
20th
10th
anniversary.
Happened.
No, this is the 10th anniversary coming up right now. The 10th anniversary of Warcraft happened, but this is the 10th anniversary of World of Warcraft.
Okay.
And the 20th anniversary of Warcraft. Sorry.
Dude, that Protoss expansion is going to be dope.
So that's going to happen.
Protoss.
Maybe they'll talk about
I'm
Titan.
happy Zerg already got ours.
Maybe they'll talk about Titan. No, probably not. They'll probably show off.
Speaking of Titan, do you still play that one game, WildStar? At all?
Not really. I still have it. It was fun, but the whole thing about
hype.
It was a ton of fun leveling it and stuff. I really enjoyed it. But the thing is, it's an MMO. So at the end game, especially WildStar's end game, where you have to like literally. Like I'm pretty sure I showed you the picture of like the attunement you have to do for the first dungeon because I want it to be like vanilla WoW. You literally have to do 30 things that include doing daily monsters to like get stuff. I'm not doing everything. We just do all that stuff. So if you're not in a group to do that with, no.
So you need it's an MMO, so you need friends to have fun. Okay, back to BlizzCon predictions.
You can't do that.
It was too much end game grind.
Yeah.
End game.
I'm fine with that, but you need a group, and I don't have it, so I just
that's the problem with Destiny I'm having right now because I'm at end game and like. You know, kind of playing by myself. Kind of sad.
I freaking hate multiplayer games. I'll play by myself.
No, well, co-op's a little different than multiplayer. I mean,
it's an MMO, so it's expected. But like, I wasn't going into WildStar 1 like expecting that, unless I really got hooked and got into it. But I just kind of didn't. So it's like, you know, there's not much to do.
Yeah, I feel you.
But yeah, with BlizzCon, so BlizzCon also will be technically our first meetup for the Reroll Podcast. Because we'll all be going.
Yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Where are we meeting up? I wasn't told about that.
It's just a technical thing. I don't
BlizzCon.
know.
Okay. The technical alpha for the Reroll meetup.
And
technical alpha.
Hopefully we'll do a live show from there. Hopefully. I have to figure out instead
See
of
what
on a
happens.
laptop. But that's gonna be fun. So, I think we're supposed to be handing out reroll shirts, but we need the icon, the thing done by then. So I have a message Anthony and get that
Oh yeah,
done.
we have an icon thing that's being worked on. We just
Like we have.
It's a picture of a dog rolling a D20.
Oh my god.
That's what I wanted, but they didn't let me do it.
We
I
have
think
it, but
Victor
the
was
colors
onto
are kind of
something.
off. So the colors have to be changed, but that's on the way. But yeah, so BlizzCon we're all excited for. I was gonna say they're probably gonna show off new Heroes of the Storm heroes, probably like 10.
They're probably gonna give us
they'll,
like some
they'll
cards
probably
for
show
Hearthstone.
off. They'll probably show off a new Barak, because they already said they'll show off Kel'Thas. Oh, that'll be beautiful.
Could you imagine if Blizzard launched a new IP?
They could. They have the ability to.
Yeah.
I mean, technically, Heroes is
Warcraft 4. Not a new IP, but
Also,
Warcraft 4.
I just thought they're probably gonna do a Hearthstone expansion. WoW is probably just gonna be World of Draenor. So StarCraft's gonna be the new expansion for Into the Void.
Diablo. I want them to talk about like a
Yeah.
premise for a next expansion.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna have another expansion.
Yeah, I want
Let's
them
be
to
honest.
at least hint at what they're
Probably.
going with Diablo. I want to see that. Because the season stuff in Diablo's a lot. I forgot to mention this, but like that's fun. I was doing that. I was doing it on hardcore actually as a witch doctor. It's a lot of fun, but it's like, because one of the interesting things with like Path of Exile seasons, like they add like a gimmick. So one of them is like there's NPCs that are kind of like players and have all these effects that can just attack you and fight you. There's one where like players can attack each other on site, so like it mixes it up more than just well, here's a season where you just get to the highest level fast as possible, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I want them to do more stuff like that, because the new season actually does have legendaries that are only in that season, which is interesting. But that's kind of it.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm actually excited for Warlords. I can't wait. But we'll see how my college internet connection holds up. All these
We'll
problems.
see how your college internet connection fails utterly.
Yeah, hopefully no one calls me while I'm playing Warlords, and the whole college will go down. You can't do
The
that.
facility's gone dark.
Alright, I think about the time to wrap this up, guys.
Yeah, I feel you.
Is it that time already?
Yeah, it's been a pretty good podcast. I guess if you want to follow me, you can follow me on the Twitters, killmoose_sojo. If you have an email, if you want to email us anything, any like primary concerns or I don't know, gripes you have with us, I don't know, insults, you can email us at rerollcast at. Wait, was it Rerollcast or Reroll Podcast?
It's a reroll
Oh
cast.
no.
No, I forgot.
It's Victor. You
Yo,
forgot.
Victor's
You
kicked out.
didn't even go into it right. You can email us at rerollcast@gmail.com.
It's where is it?
There
I'm
you go.
forgetting.
Hmm?
Someone else say it. I
Gmail.
forgot.
It's Gmail.
Gmail,
I
you
just
little
said it.
dingus.
I was trying to set you up to say it again.
Oh, damn. Rerollcast@gmail.com.
Oh
Jesus
no.
Christ. I'm
Ah,
sorry.
that one.
All right. You can follow Chris at facebook.com/Hederis. Hederis Sojo.
There you go.
You can follow him at Deviates on Twitter that you need to use.
Of course. Twitter, that's my favorite
And
website.
Michael can name the one place you can find, the one Twitter account you can follow him at, and that's it.
Yeah, I'm twitter.com/me-what-name.
All right, let's go before he starts naming everything again.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you
I'm
can
just
find
me-what-name. Just Google me. Just Google me.
You can find
I'm me-what-name.
me at McDareth on Twitter. I'm using Twitter a lot more recently. And then you can find like at McDareth on Twitter, McDareth on YouTube. Not much there. There's hopefully gonna be more, especially with Smash 4 coming out. You can follow the channel on Twitch, twitch.tv/McDareth.
Yeah, we have our own panel, guys, at BlizzCon.
Yeah, whoever.
Shut up.
Could you imagine
We've
that?
got
How
that
awesome
big
that'd be?
already, I know.
One day,
So we can get the red
Yes.
shirt guy. You guys mentioned back in episode 2 that you
Yeah, right.
anyone but him. And then you can subscribe to the podcast on SoundCloud, Stitcher, and iTunes. And just, if you really enjoy the podcast and want to listen to old episodes, you listen to there. I also put them on YouTube. I put them on slower than I do those places, because those places are a little bit better for like traffic than YouTube. So yeah, that's all the places for me.
Yeah, we're on episode 8, right?
Yeah, it's
Rate,
episode
comment,
8.
and subscribe.
We're
Yeah.
moving along.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Yep, it's
got
been
over
a-
the-
it-
We got over the episode 7 hump.
It's been
No
like a
one
month.
remembers this, but when I first started, I was like, guys, after episode 7, we're going to get serious. But you guys don't remember me saying that at all. I'm kind of upset by that. I guess
Victor,
we can.
shut up.
I'm going to bed. I'm sorry. Good night.
All right, guys. Well, thanks
good night.
everyone. He's still tired, but thanks
Don't
everyone
worry,
for
you're
watching.
question.
Have a good night.
Thanks everyone for watching. And remember, when it comes to Smash 4,
Oh, good lord.
Oh my god.
I hate you.
Miles is really feeling it.
I'm really feeling it.
All right, I want to go to bed. End this shit.
All right.